Welcome to Hire Power, the show where we cut through the noise and get real about hiring. I'm Kim Frost, founder of Frost Connections, and after 25 plus years in the search industry, I've seen what works and what absolutely doesn't. If you're a founder, CEO, VP, or HR leader who's tired of bad hires and ready to build a team that actually fits your culture and vision, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Hire Power. Today's episode is a reality check for hiring leaders who are feeling pretty good right now. And I get it. It's an employer-driven market at the moment. Candidates are more responsive. There's economic uncertainty. People are reevaluating their jobs, worried about layoffs, and frankly, more willing to compromise. But here's the truth. You have the power now, but not for long. This moment won't last, and the way you treat candidates right now, it's going to stick. I'm already hearing the whispers about companies who have ghosted candidates, dragged candidates through 5 to 10 rounds of interviews when not necessary in order to make a decision, or offers so low that they're almost insulting. That behavior doesn't go away. It brands you, and not in a good way. Let's talk about AI for a minute. Yes, it's changing how we hire. We're using smarter tools, talent intelligent platforms, resume parsing, even predictive analytics. I'm all in on technology enhancing the process, but let's not confuse automation with connection. I'm hearing something far too often. I interviewed with a bot. That's how a candidate described their first touch point with a company, an AI screening tool. Is that really the first impression you want to make? It reminds me a lot of what we saw in the 2000s. Remember when offshoring was all the rage? It cut costs, but it also cut relationships. That phase didn't last long, but the reputational damage, that lingered for years. Some candidates still talk about it today. Well, I don't want to focus too much on AI in this episode. It's getting a lot of airtime, so I'll touch briefly on it. AI can't read nuance. It doesn't recognize motivation, curiosity, or ambition. It can't spot the moment a candidate lights up describing something they've built, led, or deeply cared about. That's what great recruiters catch. That's what great leaders value. One of our hiring managers' philosophies is just that. They choose to meet the candidate in person, not on a call, not over Zoom. Why? Because he wanted to see the spark. He wanted to see and read the body language, hear the tone, feel the energy. That can't be outsourced to an algorithm. This, of course, was after we thoroughly interviewed the candidate to understand the basics. It was also a standout experience for the candidate. No endless layers of gatekeepers, no impersonal screening bots, just a real conversation with the person they'd actually be working for. That's hiring done right. Human first, tech enabled, and led by people who understand what impact really looks like. The best feedback a candidate can say about an interview: when it didn't feel like an interview at all, more like a conversation. Here's another one of my pet peeves. When I hear hiring managers say, I want someone who's been there, done that. Okay, let me ask you this. Why would a person want your job? Is it because they're unemployed? Are they desperate? Or do you want them to want your job because they see how they can grow their career and how they can make an impact? If a candidate's already done it, what are you offering? There's no growth, no stretch, no challenge. So what's the hook? However, if they say yes, you could be getting a good deal, but are they going to stick around? What happens when the economy turns, which it will, it's inevitable? What will they do? Will they stay? Maybe not. They most likely will leave. Forget the title. Call yourself whatever you want. At the end of the day, it's about getting stuff done. Look for Transferable accomplishments, not just resumes that look safe. Ask yourself, does this person have the drive, the curiosity, the hunger to grow? That's what fuels long-term impact, not just for your business, but for your culture. It's easy to manage people. It's a lot harder and more rewarding to lead. To take a bet on someone who hasn't checked every box, but has the fire to figure it out, that's the candidate I want. That's the person that I want on my team. So if you're a leader hiring right now, don't get complacent. Don't confuse leverage with license to mistreat candidates, because today you have the power, but how you use it, that's what people remember when the power swings back. At Frost Connections, we partner with companies who care more than just filling seats. We go beyond the job description to hire people who move the needle, not just check boxes. We are truly your talent advisors, and that makes a difference. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself. That's another episode. If you're ready to hire differently and get it right the first time, let's talk. Visit frostconnections.com or find me on LinkedIn. I'd love to hear what you're seeing in the market too. That's it for this episode of Hire Power. If you're ready to hire smarter, connect with me at frostconnections.com or at LinkedIn at Kim Frost. And if you've got something to say about today's episode, follow the show and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, hire smart, lead better, and remember, how you hire is who you become. See you next week. No fluff, just better hires.